Rightio, so this lesson's about actograms. I would suggest that you first watch these videos here and presentations. So they are here in your OneNote under responses to time. And if you scroll responses to time all the way to the bottom down here under actograms. Okay, so I'd advise you to do that first. Once you've watched these videos, come here and come back to this and I'll explain to you how an actogram works. It's not easy. You just need to take your time and read all the information off of the screen before you attempt to answer the questions that go with it. Okay, so you've got to read. They're going to give you a question like this and it's going to have a lot of information with it. You've got to read the information first, read the graph first before you even look at the questions. Okay, so look and see what's it measured in. So here this is in time in days. Okay, so each one of these down here is a day. Along here is the time of day. Okay, so you can see here that during the first 20 days the person was in a normal environment with daily changes of light and temperature. How can you tell that? You can tell because it starts. Look, it's a nice straight line. The only way any rhythm is going to have a perfect straight line like this where it starts at the same time every day and finishes more or less at the same time every day is if they're exposed to the environment and the environment is resetting that clock. Okay, so internal endogenous rhythms are never exact. Our bodies aren't that good. So for this one to be starting like this at the same time every day, you know that it is being reset. Okay, so it's being entrained by something every day. You can tell that it is still an endogenous rhythm, so it's internal, because when they take the environmental cue away, it still has a rhythm. It doesn't just go all winky wonky with no rhythm whatsoever. So there's still a rhythm. It's just that it's not exact anymore. Okay, and so we call that free running. Okay. In here it's being entrained. Okay, blank part means that it's inactive. Okay, and the black part means that's where they're active. Okay, and you can see that this is from 3 AM to just before 3 AM, so this is a 24-hour cycle. Okay, and you can see here, about here is where they've removed the external clock and the external environment, and they can do that in two ways. They can make you in full dark or they can make you in full light. Okay, either way, the stimulus of starting and stopping as the sun rises and sets, that's no longer there, and this person is just running on their own biological clock. Okay, so here's another picture showing the same thing. Here it's being entrained. Here you can see a phase shift, so you can see that the cycle did used to start here, but all of a sudden it's moved to here. Okay, here you can see this is an endogenous rhythm. Endogenous rhythms tend to have this angle on them because every day they're a little bit later, and so it slowly moves through. This is lesion. This is where I think they actually did an experiment on a rat and they did something to its hypothalamus, so it no longer has any rhythm whatsoever. Okay. So what you need to do is go and have a go at some NCEA questions. Take your time, have a look and see what's happening in the graph. Okay, when are they busy? When are they active? When are they asleep? What does the graph mean? Okay, so just take your time and look at the graph before you jump to answering the questions, and you'll find it a lot easier. So now go and have a go at Biozone. I would do Biozone first. Remember to mark it. Biozone is difficult, so if you've got your the marking book out at the same time, that's fine. Just don't copy the answers from the mark book. Put them into your own words, otherwise it's just a waste of time. Once you've done that, then go and start having a go at the NCEA questions. Okay, the NCEA questions are in your OneNote here, down here under NCEA questions, and there's plenty of them. There's also some more, and if you go to the collaboration space, there's some more NCEA questions there for you to have a go at as a class and see how other people are answering them. Okay. Again, if you're stuck, ask for help. The videos are very, very good, and the slideshows are very good at showing you how to do actograms. So make sure you, where are we? Where are those videos? They're back here under responses to time here. Make sure you watch these. If you can't do this, don't panic. When I come back, I'll sit down with you and help you. 10 minutes with me, like 2 hours trying to figure out on your own, and I promise you, once you've done a few, you will find it much easier. Okay, so if you can't do this, just put an asterisk next to it and then come back, and when I'm back, I'll be able to sit down and help you. Okay, so where are we? Biozone pages 30 to 40. Make sure you mark it. 2 lots of NCA questions. Make sure you've answered all of these questions here on all of these pages in your OneNote, and hopefully you'll be good to go.